Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Metro Manila Arena here in the Philippines for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of heavyweights. Boy, and we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated here tonight. Let's see.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Opening 3 minutes of this 10-round fight. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Nice block by the Galaxy Warrior. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by the Brown Bomber. Good defense, just covering up down low. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Commits to the straight right. Body shot, the left hand. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by the Galaxy Warrior. That is my favorite punch there is. A forceful uppercut by the Galaxy Warrior. Goes up top with the right hand. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
Good right hand. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. The Brown Bombers not putting forth the defense you need to have at this level of the game.
No, but you got to come here with it, Joe. You know, it's easy for you and me to sit back and say, hey, you got to block punches, you got to move your head, you got to evade punches, use your legs. But if you haven't been taught that, and believe it or not, this is boxing 101. This is basic rudiments, basic fundamentals. Some guys have not been taught the defensive skills.
Solid right hand he lands there. You know, we only show up when it's time to watch them do their thing for the fight, but they're really working. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Overhand right can be so effective. Took a shot, now he gets the left. Well timed by the Galaxy Warrior. He took a step back, landed the counter.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
The Galaxy Warriors giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Boy, sharp two-punch combination by the Galaxy Warriors. The Galaxy Warriors' knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. The Brown effective. His accuracy way off the mark, throwing punches, but lost the round.
Joe, talking about being off the mark. If you're traveling outside, you're lost. You need a map to find your way. He needs a map right now to find his way. He needs some direction.
Able to land with the right. Scores up top with a left. Keeping his hands up and getting rid of his opponent's offense. The Brown Bombers punch. Just ate a big and banging away he goes. He goes down, and there is still plenty of time remaining in this round.
1, 2, 3.
Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
How about that 4-punch combination? Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. The Galaxy Warriors' right hand scores well that time. The combo lands upstairs. Brown Bombers covered with his blood right now. That cut just opened up something fierce.
And you know, you wonder about the psychological damage or potential damage of that. You know, does that affect him where he gets a little down? Does that affect his opponent where maybe his opponent gets a little reckless?
A good block.
Move those feet.
Nice block by the Galaxy Warrior. 10 seconds to go in this round. The Brown Bombers scoring with that right hand. And round 3 comes to an end. 3 rounds in the books. The Galaxy Warriors in control. Teddy, he's up with a clean sweep on your scorecard.
Yeah, and I like the way he's doing it. You know, he's making the guy come to him, he's making him miss, and he's scoring all the clean punches.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Good looking right hand after he got hit. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. The Brown Bombers so dangerous with that. Oh, and he got caught right there. Everything was going fine, and then he got caught.
Well, that's the problem. It was going too fine. He got a false sense of security. The other guy wasn't throwing back. He took for granted, and bang, you can't take for granted in this ring.
And yet another big shot comes in. Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
2, 3.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. And banging away he goes, able to land that power punch.
Trying to force his way in that front door, and he got smacked with that door.
Move your head.
The Galaxy Warrior showing that he was well-trained, utilizing the uppercut when he's chest-to-chest, shoulder-to-shoulder against his opponent here.
Oh, you have to recognize situations, and he understands on the inside that's exactly what you should be doing. When your opponent has his gloves up, there's an opening to split the guard, especially when he's leaning forward, and he's leaning forward just a little bit.
And that's the end of round 4. You know, Teddy, I'm looking at that cut as he's in the corner now, and it doesn't look good at all. Do you think he thinks he has to go out there and try to end this fight?
Not only does he think it, I think he's right. I think that he probably has very little time left before the referee or the doctor's going to stop this. And he needs to be thinking that way if he's not.
Galaxy Warriors doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jab. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by the Brown Bomber. Halfway into round number 5 here. That straight right unable to connect. The Brown Bomber stumbles back. He just got hurt. He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit, stop this flow.
Doing very nicely, staying way out of range of danger and utilizing his jabs.
And usually he's a guy, if we were talking about basketball, he's a guy who likes to be in the paint. Hit some layups, do a little dunking. Hey, he's got his jump shot.
That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent and then a good... Oh, did you see that? Great right hand by the Brown Bomber. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. And the round comes to an end. Hollywood director was to stage a fight. This is what the two guys would look at. Like makeup artists got to them.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, Joe. I have to wonder a little bit if one of these fighters, or maybe both of them, had cuts in training camp and nobody knew it. They came and they hit it in a fight because that's how bad this is.
A huge uppercut by the Brown Bomber. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. The Brown Bombers well off the mark that time. There's a right hand. Well-placed counterpunch by the Galaxy Warrior. The Brown Bombers showing a little bit of a defensive shell, but Teddy, I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, Joe, when you put those earmuffs on, but you don't move your head. Some of them are going to get through, and just as importantly, you handcuff yourself, so your opponent is going to stay in there a little bit longer, knowing that nothing's coming back right away.
So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counterpunch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Not able to land the headshot. Nice strike after catching one by the Galaxy Warrior. Nice. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. And that's the end of round 6. The Galaxy Warriors corner has quite a task in front of them now. Their fighter's eye swollen shut.
right now you have to come up with some strategy. Maybe he turns his stance around, where he leads now with the good eye. You know, right now the good eye is back a little bit where he can't pick up things. Maybe now he needs to change his position in the ring where at least his good eye is in front.
As basic as can be, but it works. A jab followed by the straight. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. What a good counterpunch by the Galaxy Warrior. The Galaxy Warriors left now getting into the mix. Why is his opponent struggling so much here? Why can he not land a clean headshot?
Well, one reason is his opponent is moving his head. He's doing a good job of being elusive, but there's no change. He's just throwing straight, naked punches at him. He needs to make a little adjustment, a little adaptation. He needs to feint a little bit, get a false movement, get him out of position, get him off balance, and then time him a little bit. He keeps just throwing at him. He's going to keep doing what he's doing, move air around.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Bombers combination punching is working well here. Little head knocking with that right hand.
Move your head. Muévete la cabeza. Back to the body.
Final 10 seconds. The Brown Bombers right hand scores well. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round. 7 entertaining rounds so far. The Galaxy Warriors up on your scorecard, but there's still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, well, he moves his head. Defensively, there's a lot of work to be done because he moves his head, Joe, but he does it with his hands down. And every once in a while, he gets caught clean.
There's that overhand right. Gets rid of that effort. Flush right hand to the head. Galaxy Warriors, the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Oh, good defense there. That was a fine block by the Galaxy Warrior. A sharp hook to the head by the Galaxy Warrior. See how he targets that hook? For the well-being of their fighter, his corner may need to stop this fight.
Yeah, the well-being of now and tomorrow, because this is the kind of beating that's going to impact him tomorrow, take his confidence away. Maybe never be the same fighter if they don't stop it at the right time.
Blocks a shot and then lands an uppercut of his own.
Get inside.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by the Galaxy Warrior.
Still not moving enough. Move, muévate.
Count down the final moments of this round. And round 8 comes to an end. Let's discuss what's going on right here. His eye is completely swollen shut. What is the concern with the referee in the ringside physician?
Well, right now they're worried about the welfare. You know, not just about tonight, but the future of this fight, of what damage he will take now because he can't see correctly. It's their job to protect the fighter.
Good shot to the head with that right hand. Able to show you his blocking ability. Boxing 101, jab followed by the straight. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. The Brown Bombers doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive. He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape after him. Look at that. Oh, he doesn't look good. He just went down, and not the way he wanted it to go.
No, he's standing on the outside, Joe. He shouldn't be standing there. The old timers would say, take a walk around the block.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, get to your feet. 5, 6. Stand up.
Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. Good defensive skill with the block by the Galaxy Warrior.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Galaxy Warriors defense is paying off now. The Brown Bombers' right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. The Galaxy Warriors movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. That uppercut, absolutely. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Wow, he goes down again.
This is going to be called the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
Focus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 5, 6.
What guts he's showing here. I don't know that he's going to get the glory, but what guts to keep fighting here when he's damaged like this.
Well, actually, Joe, too much guts. That's why the old-time guys, the smart trainers, used to say you have to have a little fear in there to know when you're in a bad place, to know when to grab, when to get out of there.
See some more head movement.
A snapping hook by the Brown Bomber. You know, you go out there, a fighter like this, you were just knocked down in the last round. Now you got to go out there, you got to prove to your opponent, hey, I'm fine. You got to prove to the whole ring. Strong right hand by the big shot. Well, he's been there before, and now he's there again. He got floored.
You can't afford to keep going on that floor. You have to wonder when the referee's going to step in now and stop this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, get on your feet.
There's just no quitting this guy. He's been damaged, but still he's trying to make a fight of it.
Look, I love that about him. The fans love that about him. It's great. But he's got to learn when it's time to turn it off, when it's time to clinch a little bit.
Oh, and there you go. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's it. It's over. Fight is over. The Brown Bombers' night has ended early here. Unable to go the distance, he couldn't rise up and beat the count. The Galaxy Warriors' knockout ability cannot be underestimated. This fight had everything leaning decision. They were coasting along, then he ended it.
Well, this one brings you back to the annals of the sport, the history of the sport. I mean, makes you think about the great Joe Louis when he caught Khan late in the fight. Marciano when he caught Walcott late in the fight. Great situation here.
It was a good one indeed. And for Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time at the fights.